Right, what happened last time?
Well, it began with a circum us dealing with a bit of aftermath, let's say. Wanda decided to take care of Mephisto, even with pleading and asking her not to. She stepped in to save everyone, to save Jack, as Jack was in tears, distraught, and Pietro was furious. And Tatiana stepped in, telling him, "No, please, this isn't the way." Basically, and was able to at least stop him from, well, doing further damage when it comes to Jack's psyche, probably. But Pietro, realized his sister is gone, bolted left. There's no way any of us would catch up with him in time anyway. We tried reaching out to Victor, but it looks like no one was picking up. And it became obvious that something had happened to him, probably with Mephisto, as he did taunt us with what he was planning to do, or was going to do to Victor anyway. And Jack wasn't doing well. It seems to have shut down. And a few days passed, dealing with a couple of events, reaching out to Xavier, letting him know what was going on. Pietro missing, Victor's plane crash and in the hospital, being saved by a world-renowned doctor, Doctor Strange, if you can believe it, as well as us going home, trying to figure out what to do as we sat down in the mansion. Xavier explaining that, well, Pietro more likely went to his father, but he's in a war zone, and who knows how long that'll take him if no one else catches him first, especially with how many strange enemies we've met along the way. And the fact that, well, he talked to Agatha, and apparently she had told this spell, this power Wanda did draw on a lot of strength from the Chaos Dimension, and it's a one-time deal. There's nothing else you can do, or she's willing to do at the very least, much to Tatiana's shock and rage. Regardless, we still have a lot of stuff to deal with. Logan and Charles are planning to go travel east to reach out to Max and hopefully find Pietro there and explain what's going on, as he doesn't know what happened to his daughter. They asked if we keep an eye on Victor as he's recovering. And, well, Jack, hearing that, gets up and starts packing his bags as Cynthia followed. He can't stay here. One, he's not going to wait for Max and Pietro to show up, who are probably not going to be happy about, well, the involvement Jack may have had to hand in here, or the blame they would give him possibly. And he knows someplace else that may be useful. Those old monks who found him so long ago. Assholes, yes, but they have knowledge and power, and hopefully they can be the tipping point to helping Wanda, essentially. Cynthia understanding as he got up, and everyone, well, also broken heart a bit with this decision, but understanding. Sai even stepping up to go with him, as he wouldn't be alone. And Jack seemed fine with that, as he said goodbye, hope for well wishes, and hope to see him soon, as they left to hopefully find some way to help and save Wanda. We all turned back, dealing with everything, as Eddie did approach Tatiana about, maybe finding Damien, as we lost contact with him after the last time we saw him, and hopefully we've got to figure out where he went. Could only be trouble if he's hiding out, or our enemies at the very least. Tatiana was, of course, concerned, but asked that he be careful, and he agreed, or told her he should agree. As, well, we also had news about the docks. Apparently there was an attack, a chemical spill. Things are shut down and shut off for now in that area, but, well, life continued forward. Victor eventually waking up and us visiting him in the hospital. He seemed to be, well, dealing with it as well as one can, making humor about the jokes, as we were making sure he's going to be all right. And, of course, revealing to us breaking news about Max's double life. It's apparently he had to keep an eye on him. And it seems that our lovely Magneto had a second family. Why did he decide to keep this from his children? Who knows? But it's not going to be good, especially since Pietro's on a good spot right now, and more than likely, he was keeping the secret from his family for years, essentially. And we all had to grapple with that crazy idea as well. I think eventually as well, we got a knock on the door from Doctor Strange, who explained some things to us that Victor will probably never walk again, deal with scarring forever, and it's a good thing honestly, it's a miracle he survived with his mind and brain not damaged compared to his body, that he'll be here to keep an eye on things for a while, but honestly, this is the better outcome compared to some other officers who could have gone. We will now hopefully have to make sure he's going to be okay. Though there's a bit of more interruption as Claire got a phone call. Damien calling for help. Apparently, he's pinned down in Hell's Kitchen and needs assistance. And well, we all couldn't go, or we all knew some of us couldn't go, as he discussed it, split up the team, as Tatiana volunteered to stay behind. Her uh, build set doesn't really work out for a firefight. And Jean and Anna also decided to stay, as everyone else who went off to go hopefully help Damien out. Getting there eventually to the building, apparently, police, or as Cynthia was able to tell, something else. The demeanor and the way they acted, they weren't police officers. They were far too professional, far too well put together. Soldiers more than anything else. Well, it's best not to get in their bad side, as we decided to sneak in and come to the warehouse to see bodies, bullets, and blood everywhere. And coming across Damien, the pool of blood, injured but alive, as well as an unconscious Eddie, apparently. A bit of apologies, as Eddie had apparently found him and they were supposed to meet for a conversation, and all the people here are here for Damien, and did some type of weird gas thing, so his powers aren't working correctly either. But asking, like, hey, just get Eddie out, I'm the target, you don't have to worry about me. But we're not going to leave him behind, as Claire has an ability to get them out of here, and hopefully we can get out without anyone noticing us. We'll hold them off a bit as ninjas appeared, and Scott and Bobby went in to fight them off, as Cynthia and Claire grabbed Eddie and Damien to get them out. Though Cynthia, seeing that her friends were in trouble, handed them over to Claire and went in to fight ninjas, as Claire was able to phase out of there. A bit of back and forth. Things were dangerous, and even with Claire using her full strength, these people weren't backing down. They seemed to be able to brush off her attacks, and even their weapons were causing her harm. Eventually, they had a bit of rescue, as feds, or seemed to be feds, popped in and started shooting. Though they revealed themselves to be working for Fist, even offering that he wants to have a conversation with them. An odd turn of events, but maybe this is a boon, as they made their way to Damien, Eddie, and Claire. And, took them home. Revealed, after talking to him and convincing him to come with, as he seemed determined to go on his own, we made it back, talking about exactly what he's been going through, that he also wanted to apologize because he was there to watch the symbiotes. Well, he didn't know at the time. Mostly his work is bodyguarding, and he used one of them to help save Eddie, as they was the only option they had when things got really rough there. And what that means, who the hell knows, outside of it's bad. And the fact that the Trinity seems to be falling apart right now. And that can only mean infighting, chaos, and whoever comes back on top, or whoever's still left surviving this confrontation. And they all just put Eddie to bed as he was knocked out, as we were discussing what to do next. Back at the hospital, we were all just talking, dealing with making sure Victor was all right. Storm went off to talk to Dr. Strange and knock on our door from Magic, apparently. And she wanted to ask what exactly happened to the Devil Man. That apparently she revealed to Tatiana that they had a deal. He was supposed to help her find her brother, or keep updates on her brother, and she was going to help him out with a couple odd jobs here and there. But it seems he's MIA, and as she revealed, the Trinity is having some bit of infighting, a new management structure, we'll say, as her place is hit first. Tatiana decided to talk with her, sit her down, give her some food, as she explained those things, and offering, like, hey, look, you need some help. It looks like you were on a bad spot, and this guy was probably using you, and he's a big giant asshole. Just, like, let my friends and I help you out. We can figure a way we can get your brother back, as the life you have led probably pointed this whole direction, and everything else is going on. Magic seemed surprised but willing. So we have a new roommate, apparently. Tatiana getting the call about Eddie and teleporting home, and discussing about Damien's whole thing, as well as telling them about Magic, and as Damien's other quirks of not eating or sleeping. And we point out his memory thing, which he doesn't seem to fucking understand. For him, everything's fine. Yeah. Eventually, Eddie awakens with a new roommate and a new vocabulary, as he seems to be dealing with the transition of Eddie and Venom and the we concept. A bit of infighting from Tatiana and Eddie. She was pretty upset with him for his choices, though he pointed out, of course, that she doesn't have, would be pretty hypocritical. But decided to go to our fellow telepath Jean to hopefully ease the transition of that whole meld mind thing, as she was able to do, and make it easier for him to differentiate between him and Venom, and even peeking in on Damien's memories. And it seems it's fine, rock solid. It's a very sophisticated thing with the memory, and we don't know exactly what that means, but probably not good. as we now have to deal with everything else that's going on. Victor was eventually released and worried, as Charles Xavier, and Logan hadn't reached back out, and they've still been missing, and that can only mean trouble. So we need to go and find them. And not only that, there's a situation with Wanda, as well as the fact that there's a lot of stuff going on here. So what the hell do we do? And decided to split the team up. Cynthia, Claire, and Magic were going to go find Charles and Logan, and Tatiana and Victor were to go to our lovely monks in Tibet. Hopefully find some magic solution from the problems we've been having. As Scott and the others would stay behind, and Cynthia also passing on the message to Scott about the Fisk invitation. As we took the Blackbird and went off east. Claire and Cynthia and Magic made their way to an isolated village, asking around and eventually coming their way to a lovely woman by the name of Leah, as it was revealed that she is in fact that romantic partner of Max, and that she met Pietro, and he was very upset and a bit hysterical, probably was surprised about who the hell this person is and where's his dad, as well as the fact that she mentioned I had to put them in the hole, essentially. Everyone was giving me headaches, and I was a little upset, so they can talk it out, and I give them food, and they're not dead or anything like that, but I'm not in a good mood. But since you're here, and it seems that they're telling the truth, as well as everything else I've learned, I'll let them out, take them out of here. I don't want to fucking see his face. And they agreed, as they also met with another child of Max, Ashlyn, apparently the daughter of Leah and Magneto. A very sweet child who seems to understand that something's going on. Her mom's upset, dad's made her upset, and a sad boy came by, offering a wooden duck and revealing her own abilities as well too. And she handed that off to Claire and Cynthia, saying that if you ever feel sad, just use that. As Leah unleashed them from their little prison, walked away from Max, who was trying to talk with her, explain himself, or lie, whatever you want, and they had to leave. Apparently now there's another child of divorce that exists in the Eisenhart family line. As Tatiana and Victor crash landed in Tibet, Victor refusing to take the fucking stairs, and, well, the old one not being too happy about our hello. As we sat and discussed things, Tatiana asking him about possibly saving Wanda, and him showing why Jack considers him a giant asshole, essentially. No matter how much she pleaded or how she tried to phrase it, he wasn't budging on not teaching her, saying that what your friend did could have ended the world, and I'm not going to give you another option twice, essentially. And if you don't want to make me annoyed, go wait by the pair of stairs. Hopefully you'll upgrade from stupid to something I can tolerate, essentially. As she went off, a bit peeved to step out the stairs, and hopefully this will appease him enough to at least gain something from this. As Victor was left alone to chat with him, and Tatiana saw Jack and Sai. A couple of days of travel, apparently, as Sai revealed to Jack that she kind of already figured this was going to happen, and Jack was probably annoyed as we got back up there. And, she already told him what he already knew, that they weren't going to tell her anything, and they were willing to let us stay here a week, and they were apparently going to help Victor with his injuries, but we only got a week before they had to fucking leave, essentially. And Jack and Tatiana took that time to sneak around, mainly teleport and read their library books and find spells, forbidden ones if we can, and cast a spell to hopefully break Wanda out. Eventually, after taking some boys away and using a incantation, and we saw darkness before a familiar face stepped out. Wanda, a bit older, eyes a bit darker, and something was wrong. And she seemed to be quite some time since she's in there, and the consequences of that, but we were happy to see her. And then the old one showed up, very upset, saying, "What have you done?" And I want to do something before Wanda snapped his neck. And she felt nothing, at the very least, about that, as Tatiana and Jack looked on with a bit of emotion at that. She's offering to teleport us out, as we took a step away from... She made the body disappear, but what the death of that old one was, as we made our way to where everyone was with the village, leaving Victor and Sai back at the monk temple. Everyone came together, everyone dealing with the fallouts, apparently as well being told about the fact that Tatiana was told the fact that, hey, yeah, so Magneto's second family and how that worked out, it's way worse than you think, as she raced off to try to stop the confrontation between Max and Wanda, or at least make it so he doesn't say the worst fucking thing possible. As Pietro went off to talk to his sister, and Wanda tried to talk to Max, though it proved to be futile, as Wanda appeared having been fully aware and wanting to talk to her father, and no one get in the way of that, not even Charles. As the back and forth, it was pretty obvious that Magneto didn't have an answer that wouldn't make it sound worse, and he didn't seem to be apologetic. As well, Tatiana looked back like that horror, and everyone else just shook their head as Wanda left, not killing her father, thankfully, but also revealing that as long as this girl deserves to have a father. Probably has to do with the fact that Claire and Cynthia reminded her about her and gave her that duck that that little girl seemed to be willing to make it so her sister would be happy. Wanda eventually caught up with, Tatiana eventually caught up with Wanda, who revealed that she's aware that things have changed now, that she's changed. The world is just so fragile, and she has to deal with that. And Tatiana saying that she's going to be here for her, that we're all going to be here for you. We'll figure out a way this is going to work. Don't despair. And I think that's where it ended last.
Yeah, you are New York. What do you mean? We're still in the country of Latveria.
Yeah, Victor's house.
Yeah.
Looking at Max, fucking kind of disappointed at this guy.
I think Tatiana just had the conversation with Wanda. The two of you are still back at the house with the rest. Max says, I think I should not be here.
Yeah, you should probably go.
Gonna take his leave. Oh god, this is the game with a million NPCs. So let me think. Magic, Jack, Charles, Logan. Anyone else?
Pietro. Magic.
Yes, Mal, who do you?
He already said Magic.
Okay, that's. Yeah. Of course he's running away. I don't think I want to deal with this. I'm gonna slink away. As after a bit, while you're waiting for Wanda and Tatiana to return. Are you doing anything at the house?
I think, after getting Charles back properly inside and into a chair.
Yeah.
He's still standing with Magic there.
I think, honestly, with an absence of anything else to do, Cynthia's gonna just make something to eat for for Tatiana and Wanda when they get back.
Yeah. Jack is just gonna sit in a corner, brooding. Pietro's pacing around, clearly anxious. Claire, are you doing anything?
Mostly waiting. Yeah, the atmosphere is quite tense, so.
As Tatiana, you are with Wanda, sort of overlooking the city, somewhere on a high vantage point. It looks so small from up here.
Yeah, it's kind of the thing that happens with distance, you know.
It's a weird thing. Looks in the distance. Knew how much Don't miss the horizon.
Wanted you know how long you were in there?
It's hard to tell time. Just darkness. I couldn't
God,
feel
I'm so
anything. I
sorry.
couldn't.
Just fucking.
I initially tried to count the seconds in my head, you know. Gave up after a while. Certain numbers become a bit meaningless. I'll say this, like looking at her,
Okay.
like because you knew how. You hear me? Oh no, can you hear me?
Yes.
At this
I
point,
can
Yes.
hear. We can hear you. We
actually
can hear
go
you.
fuck yourself. Um, I swear it's like clockwork every time. Fucking shift change happens.
The paradox agents.
But yeah, honestly, Tatiana, like, because you know she was like what, like 18 when she disappeared.
Yeah.
And you can clearly tell there's like some visible differences, like not months. We're talking at least a few years. Like if you see her on the street, you would easily put her in her mid-20s. Doing it again. I'm
Still hear
back.
you. Like you're not backing up.
I'm
Yeah.
Yeah,
back.
you slightly staggered there. I think there was a bit of delay. 'Cause I was looking at your sign. Yeah, you're.
I changed. So I was explaining that
Yeah. You said she looks like she's in the mid-20s, right?
yes,
Because Wanda's gonna, not Wanda, sorry, Tanda's gonna place her hand on Wanda's other hand as well. Just like try not to cry right now. It's like, okay, I'm gonna ask a simple question, but what do you want, Wanda? What do you want to do?
is it weird to say I want my, you know what, I think kept me going insane?
Mm.
Kept replaying a lot of memories in my head, wondering about future, you know. And we would grow up, graduate college, change the world, maybe. Movies. I would imagine the movie. I imagine just making fun of Pietro, pranking Eddie, taking, well, how do you prank someone without some about all of that? And honestly, I would just like to go back to my life.
Yeah, of course. Shit, we'll get back. We'll take it one day at a fucking time. We'll give you space. We'll fucking live. God damn it. Yeah.
The asshole's dead.
He is. He hurt a lot of fucking people, probably more than we even know.
Think so?
Guy like that gets off on power trips and controlling people. He's already able to contact, I don't know, Russian I'm not sure what magic is, but able to contact someone like that. I'm sure there's other people he's talked to. And apparently him and Sinister were buddies, so I think it was a better world when he's dead. I just wish the cost was.
Could go kill
Mhm.
Mr. Sinister now.
We could, but I'm going to be honest, Wanda. I want you to be okay, and I want you to take your time to heal. You're not a weapon. You're back now, and I want you. God, I just want you to be okay. We all do.
Oh, smile and sort of kind of gently like put her hand over you. Like you can see every movement she makes is very slow, very careful. Like the same way you would like handle baby birds. It's I deserve a break.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so fragile.
Listen, it'll just be like we first figured out about our powers, right? Learning how to keep it in control and learning that it won't control us.
It's much power before I close your right. Why don't you give me an ego roll?
Okay, okay. Give me a second.
Let the roulette begin. It's will sort of smile at you. The small sense of renewed determination.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here for me.
Fucking yeah. I know if worlds reverse, you'll be right here with me. Probably with a bit more humor with the whole situation, though.
I'm lucky to have.
Yeah, right. Best friends forever.
Smile.
Now, I think it's best we get back to your boyfriend. He might get jealous I'm hogging all your attention, you know?
Or he'll be fine. Don't want to worry the professor.
Yeah. What?
Overreact.
I think everyone understands. We were trying to, we didn't want to hide it from you, but we were trying to make it so he wouldn't crash the car into the China shop, you know?
I
And
understand. I was actually afraid you'd be more cautious with.
it's, I don't think if you and you had the superpower abilities, there's going to be a bit of like, hey, your dad has a second family and decided to hide away from you for some fucking reason. There's no way to make it not sound as awful as it is. But outside of your dad's crazy, crazy options and hurting everyone in his, I don't even know if he cares about. Like when you disappeared, when you left, everyone was fucking distraught. Jack shut down. Pietro was, God, he was so upset. Just left, and we didn't know what to do. Tried to talk to Agatha, but she wasn't much help. Had to crash at that Tibet temple. And even then, when they told us no, me and Jack decided to sneak around and get some spells to figure that out on our own. So, don't think we all worried about you. We were determined to get you back.
Thank you for that.
Of course. I just wish we moved faster.
Been half.
In those 2 weeks, My best friend was stuck in a hell dimension. Ah, God, it has only been 2 weeks. Feels like I was stuck in time, just waiting for the shoe to drop. But a lot has actually happened. A lot of crazy stuff has happened. But we'll talk about that later.
Nods. He grabs your hand tenderly. Both of you teleport back. As you can smell the distinct food that Cynthia is preparing.
Ooh, that smells good.
Okay. Wait. Yeah, we're just making some. What time is it? Dinner. Dinner. I was making some dinner for you.
Yeah.
So it's a little late for dinner, but figured I'd make something.
Thanks, Cynthia. It's appreciated. I'm starving.
Yeah, you'll all sit at the table. Well, there will be like some. Of course, he did. Oh,
Claire would have actually helped him find a drink quicker. This poor old man, he needs something alcohol.
immediately. Fucking. Ah. Listen. This is the freedom land where you can like easily actually get things. So many alcohol like places. Every fucking corner store has
Every
like fully
every
stocked.
corner store has like a fucking
Cheers.
different
I'll
craft
drink to
beers.
that.
Still Eastern Europe, man. Alcohol is all around us.
That's true. We are in a free country.
Yeah, unless some of you want to bring anything up, conversations will be very like. Everyone's trying to create a normal atmosphere for Wanda, so they're talking about very mundane things, from the city to the food itself. It's there is an underlying awkwardness, but it mostly seems fine. Yes, magic is here as well. Mostly silent.
Okay.
Because she is in fact sitting at a table with a woman she stabbed not that long ago that could probably disintegrate her now.
Look, so you stabbed me, but I understand why you're more afraid of her than me. That's fine.
She also stabbed. No, because she stabbed Wanda. What?
No, she cut me with her sword. I consider that stabbing, but you can make it slashing if you want.
She kidnapped Jack. Am I like mixed facts?
When
No,
she
she did. No, she did. She
The
did. She
first
did.
time we encountered her, she almost killed Tatiana.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
also true.
Tatiana,
But more
yeah.
recently,
Yeah, more recently. Yeah.
The list is so long, Grant.
Listen, Sai also killed people. It's fine. Sai also almost killed us.
But yeah, listen. Cynthia is she is keeping up with the normal conversation. Like she is yeah, honestly, like seeing the situation resolved, she is like gonna immediately pull her number one superpower, called penalization, and fucking immediately just start engaging with Wanda like everything's normal.
yeah. Everyone's pretty much attempting to do that. Varying degrees of success. So yeah. After dinner, everyone just sort of sits around the living room. There's a playing in the background as Jack will bring it up. So I think we should wait for Victor to return, right? Before we.
Oh, Oh shit! Yeah, fuck. We left them back in the temple. God fucking damn it, didn't we?
Literally forgot about what the fuck, Tatiana.
Listen, we were dealing with a lot right now. God, I'm sorry.
It- Yes, and I think we should still wait for him at least a couple of days. Are we even allowed
see.
to leave legally? I don't know what the laws are.
I mean, we have passports. Why shouldn't we be allowed to leave? We just get on a
Well,
plane.
you have a passport.
Listen, we can listen. Charles has enough money to bribe the TSA.
Charles kind
Get
of
you
blinks
through.
at you weirdly. What? Do you think this is what I do in my life? I bribe people?
You had a military aircraft in your hangar, right? I don't. No,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
not
a
exactly
gift
loyal.
from Victor. I have legal
I-
papers on that.
You do?
Yes.
What's that?
They're all approved by Victor. Yeah, I don't. Now, granted, I don't do too much paperwork because I have a lot of things on my mind, but Victor assured me it's all completely above board.
I just looked at Charles. I don't. It's like I don't believe that in my head.
Fine. Claire will eventually realize what kind of world she lives in.
What do you mean you have a military? You have military? How's that legal? How's this legal? What's this?
Me and my perfectly legal stealth military jet.
What?
I was gonna say, Mac, if this thing like floats around New York,
It's not out there yet. It's not out there yet, Grunt.
yeah, because
It's not out
it's
there yet.
underneath the sea, you don't see it.
Claire will eventually realize what world she lives in right now. He's using logic.
Stop that. Stop doing that. Yes, Cynthia will just say, yeah, we'll wait a few days if we don't hear anything from him. Guess we'll have to send someone to check on him.
Wanda will say, I could open a portal. Don't really need passports, I can just take you anywhere you want.
I think a few days of recovery will be good for everyone for a minute here.
Fine.
Oh, sorry, I was talking about me.
Sorry.
It's all right. I'm very fragile.
I remember. Just gonna glance once in the direction of magic at magic sort of walls and a bit of terror.
I say a day or two wouldn't hurt, and then we can decide from there.
I wonder how the others are holding up in back home.
Oh, Jack will say, I'm sure they're probably failing their grades. As Charles sort of flinches a bit annoyed.
He's joking, Professor. Scott would never. Scott.
I got joke. And it's I'm still not happy with the fact that you behave like vigilantes.
What?
Now that we have in fact solved more pressing issues, maybe we should go back to discussing that.
This is a lovely soup, Cynthia. This is delicious.
I didn't make soup.
You also there's nothing in your hands, Tatiana.
Oh, you're right. There isn't anything in my hands. How silly of me. Well, I'm gonna go for a walk. It seems like a lovely village. I'll be right back.
No, I can just read your mind and talk to you. No?
She
Rather we
slumps back
talk in our heads or use our war.
Oh, slumps back into her chair.
Now, this would have happened even if have the tragedy with Wanda. I am still completely against you doing your vigilante work. Not now you say anything, Jack will just kind of mumble. That's not really
Yeah.
that's not gonna stop us though. So
I'd say it was
Yeah.
gonna raise her head. Go ahead.
I was gonna say Cynthia would say it's just it's hard to sit back and not do something when you know you can.
I understand that, but given your extraordinary abilities, caution how you act. Very important. Because right now, you may have helped people, but by destabilizing criminal syndicates, causing even greater threats to appear, fights spilling out on the streets, may have caused more harm than long term.
There must be some way we can come up with a compromise here. We're not asking to, like, I don't know, hurt anyone, but trying to save people, right?
Save people.
Yeah.
Doctors, engineers. Use your abilities and knowledge in ways that are not so destabilizing. But if you plan on being destabilizing, think very carefully before you act. Hopefully, talk to me about it.
I just.
Well, independent of whether it was a wise idea to conduct vigilante operations, the gang war in New York is still ongoing actively.
Yeah, and
Have
apparently,
things gotten worse or better?
well, Professor, that's not nearly our fault. Apparently, the people who already know about us were part of it, so that's not
So you
really a
should let
consequence of
them
what.
know that not only do you have powers, but they've improved. They might continue to improve, and not only that, are operating as unit, team. Tell them more about it.
We don't really know how much they figured out, and listen,
Okay, Tatiana, if Damon was able to figure it out, then I think they can figure it out, to be fair.
figure out they told him about it. That's a difference. And they didn't even tell him all of it. They just gave him like a small rundown.
Figuring your identities out. Very having a loose understanding of your powers. Not comparable. Having seen you in action, operating, and having the more data they have on you, the more dangerous it will be for you. Jack will mumble again. They're not gonna stop us.
Gotta hit Jack on the table or something.
Charles will say, yes, I am well aware of that as well. Why I'm asking you, put me in your bold plans, that I may be able to at least provide with support. I know for a fact you will not back off.
I think that's I think that's well. I think we can all agree on that, right? Is that good, Jack?
Jack will kind of shrug again, be like, "Oh, well, that's if they."
Damn it! God damn it, Jack! You're stuck at this.
I'm just telling.
Stop it! Stop it!
Lying, Satya. Point of lying to the guy.
Thanks, Professor. We appreciate the fact that you trust us and that we will, of course, understand that you're reaching out and trying to not be, well, thanks for understanding.
I am understanding. I'm still against it, but you are no longer children. You are able to make your own decisions. I just hope I can help you along the way.
Yeah, she nods and smiles.
I should ask him that.
I'll wait a couple weeks. Couple weeks.
Like, so, Professor, can you like bribe more guards? What?
No,
The
no.
cool bit you could do with Charles is that occasionally you can interpret what we're typing in as things we're actually thinking.
That's true.
Let's do fair, Charles. Didn't you raid federal agents, the little federal military base, secret black
Yeah,
ops sites? Come on, what
you
do you
should
mean?
bring that up. Why let him get away with his hypocrisy? Please point
Actually,
that out.
Claire will bring. Yeah, Claire should bring it up. Maybe like I'm not sure, not in front of everybody, but she will like ask him actually later. Actually, she will ask him at a later time alone because she wants to get a conversation with him actually on his own.
Yeah, I
Because she
gotta
has
talk
actually
to him
some
on his
questions
own
to ask,
too.
but yeah,
Me and Mac in the same wing, Blake.
yeah, she wants to talk to him later on his own alone, possibly. Because right now he's
Yeah, then if there's nothing else, gonna get away from the. Go into his own room. Jack's gonna say, "Well, Tatiana, you had enough time with my girlfriend, so."
Go on ahead, lover boy.
Like, kind of gently takes her arm and she'll smile and she'll kind of head out.
Aw.
Pietro is like, kind of takes a deep breath and says, I'm afraid for Jack and for all of us. He does understand he can't keep she's prone to kill us if she gets too angry. Last time I checked, when we spend time together, they tend to argue. Are you sure this is a good idea?
You think you can talk your sister out of it?
Yeah. And listen, I don't know. I know exactly what happened. She, in the sense that she told me that it was just all dark in there, and I think she was in there for more than a couple weeks.
She
I think
looks
she was in
like
there for a
she's
couple
aged
years.
years.
Yeah. And that does a lot to a person, and I think we gotta try to be there for her as she's dealing with that. And she told me the world just seems more fragile now to her.
I'm this still proves my point that not sure if she should spend time with the guy that makes her the most mad.
I have to believe that they can work things out, and this is gonna be fine. I have to.
I think trying to separate her from the person she loves right now is a good idea.
Maybe someone can keep an eye on them. You know?
Sorry, I had a thought. You want us to spy on them and hope they won't notice?
Well, I can spy on them.
Ah,
I was
and hope
volunteering
that she
myself.
and hope they won't notice you and she won't notice you?
Yeah, I personally wouldn't recommend stalking them because that might.
Well, Tatiana, you better give me an ego check.
Oh
Spin the
God,
roulette
yeah,
again. Eventually you'll fail.
20.
Eventually.
Actually, you fail, but not right now.
Not now. Not at a time.
Uh, yeah, he'll begrudgingly nod.
listen, just put a little faith in your sister at the very least, and it's gonna be all right, Pietro. We got her back, and well, not everything's not fine, but it could get better.
Listen, should be a bit careful with her, yeah, but remember when Jean lost her memory and we fucking and how fucking mad she got when we assumed she couldn't handle it, when we just decided she didn't need to know anything, decided what she deserved to know. I'm not saying the situation's not the same, but if we treat your sister like she's a fucking bomb and we're gonna constantly sure that she'll explode if we don't, if anything goes wrong, that's gonna it's gonna piss her off. That would have pissed her off before.
All right. I'm just gonna go and be anxious in my room. As he's gonna just pull us away.
More at the bottom. No, there's the wanted situation, but they did just find out their dad made some decisions here.
I don't envy to be in Pietro's shoes right now.
I mean, he's not wrong to be worried. It's the worst thing. It's like, fuck, being told that basically, yeah, the best thing you can do right now might just be nothing. It's not easy.
Yeah. Well, hopefully a few days of relaxation will hopefully help calm some nerves.
Magic kind of shrugs says, well, I could spar with him. That usually my head off thing.
I'm listening. I mean, you can go and maybe like suggest it to him. I'm not sure he wants to spar with the person who almost killed his sister.
I feel like
Yeah.
I would be the exact person he would like to spar with.
No, honestly, I'm excited on that one, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
true. Could also you can
I
go
have
ask
a
him
very
and offer.
punchable face right now.
I mean, fun. You can offer it and ask him.
Yeah, the worst thing he'll do is just say no.
Kicks from the table and it's like not even knocking.
There she goes. As soon as she leaves or is out of earshot, I presume the professor's still here, or did he
Oh,
leave
fuck.
too?
Are we going to the
Professor
same room?
No,
I-
no. What?
I said the professor's still here.
No, he left.
Okay, he left.
This is a very big mansion. There's multiple.
Yeah. Says
Paid for with NATO dollars.
Magic's. We still have the thing with Magic looking for a brother. I was hoping to talk to the professor to see if we can help her with that.
Yeah. Have to. Yeah. Now that he's now that him and Logan are okay, do you kind of want to start working on that?
Yeah, that's actually might be also more. Could definitely use his help on that.
You think I should ask now or wait till he's like not maybe a little less upset with us?
I mean, I was gonna go up and talk to him right now.
He might appreciate it that our he might appreciate that our that it's something for us to focus on that's not engaging in a gang war.
Okay. Claire, you said you wanted to talk to the professor too?
Yeah, I was about to head up to him myself.
Okay. Is it alright if I ask what you plan to talk to him about?
I want to have a chat with him. I didn't want to have in front of everybody while those.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Is it right if I go first then?
I share my one, so more personal. It's
I'll get you. I'll be right back. I won't take too long. Ports to
You-
presumably Charles's front door.
You, as you walk, and knock and walk into it. Ah, Tatiana, how can I help you?
Hey, Professor, I know we had a big talk and everything like that, but I was wondering if you can help us with the situation we're having.
Have to be a bit more specific.
Well, I'm not too sure how much you know about magic, but she's someone we met in New York, and, well, she needs some help. She's trying to find her brother. They were separated. She's been in Russia, apparently, and her powers appeared, and she was taken in by some bad people, and even by a worse person afterwards. But she doesn't know where her brother's been, or where he's at, or if he's okay, or even alive. So I didn't know if we could do anything for that, or find some way to help her.
I used to work with Victor on trying to track people down with special gifts. So when he comes back, I might talk with him about it. He has connections all around the world, and I have some of my own. Maybe we can ask around and see if we can learn anything.
That'll be awesome. Thanks, Professor.
No problem.
But then it's gonna give him a hug, basically,
Right, it's like,
before.
are you doing okay though? You are handling a lot of spinning plates right now.
Don't worry, Professor. I may be delicate, but I am strong in other ways, right?
Don't think you're delicate at all.
Thanks. I
Smile. You get the one backhand compliment.
she smiles too. She's like, don't worry, Professor. I got this.
Cool. Walk out as the Claire walks in. Ah, it's gonna be one of those days.
it's not going to be probably as long as I just didn't want to seem too combative down there.
I would rather you speak your mind.
Yeah, mostly. I want to actually ask you. I made that comment about you bribing TSA. That was, I mean, that was mostly half a joke, but I did want to ask you. In the past, you saved Logan from some kind of, I'm not sure, was it government program? Was it like some criminal organization or?
The two are often interchangeable.
That's true. Fair enough. Quite a few people walk in and out from CIA to the mafia and vice versa, but
Yes, we did save Logan back then.
and isn't that
Your words, Claire.
it just seems like a similar enough thing to what we're doing, except more smart or
Ah,
I
so
agree
you
with you.
do notice the difference.
Yes, I agree. Yes, I do notice the difference. There's it's,
Quite an important difference, I would argue.
oh, it is definitely just and when I made the comment about bribing the TSA, you were a bit. I'm sorry if I insulted you.
Don't engage in criminal activities if I can help it. There. I certainly don't condone others doing it either. Especially
Oh, no.
when you do it reckless abandon or take it too lightly. You all have.
Oh, no, I definitely agree with that. I just want to ask you because I did this. I was kind of thinking about it.
Sounds quite
And
normal.
but and actually, I'm too curious right now. I'm not sure if that's private history or not, but how did you exactly decide to save or find out about Logan? Did you find it some mysterious government files? Did you saw like a deal being made or something? And why did you stop being so aggressive and engaging? You mentioned that there was a cleanup involved. Are you?
Well, they had a lot of files on him, and it's quite a dangerous project.
But why stop at after you saved Logan and potentially some others? I'm not sure how much you did back then with Max, Victor, and
Did I say it's like Victor was not?
I'm
Victor's quite
pardon me.
recently. Like, oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
what the
Oh, sorry, I
fuck?
didn't.
Victor, I think was even born back then.
I always forget Victor is young as fuck in my head. In my head, Victor's like 50. I always forget. Oh, for fuck's sake. God, I always forget. I need to punch in my brain that Victor is like 25.
No, he'll simply say, "What makes you think you've stopped? Helping you, finding you. Think. What makes you think we have been doing the same thing? Finding people who are in need and trying to assist them. Certain abilities that only we possess."
I was kind of stupid of me. I didn't consider that.
Sometimes helping people doesn't require punching or overthrowing organizations. Sometimes it requires, you will see with Wanda, listening, talking, and just being there for them.
Oh no, definitely. Violence is usually should be the last resort, and most problems around the world are not solved with violence alone.
You should practice what you preach.
I'll say this. I wasn't the one who was most in favor with the vigilante operation. I was just at that point.
Is you here questioning me about the way I operated?
Touche.
Give you a nod and questions.
No, yeah, sure. Was apart from that.
It's so funny that the image in my head were like Claire stomps and like, listen here, professor. It's like, actually, wait a minute. Kind of make a point. Okay. We're off of the hook this time. But next time I'll get you.
Listen, Claire didn't want to be combative. She was genuinely curious. Listen, she was. I think she's listen. She didn't want to be like too She didn't want to be combative.
Yeah. Of course, this mansion does have a large courtyard in the back, and see Pietro sparring with magic. As thanks to her mystical-looking armor, she can tank the punches pretty well.
Oh,
Anything else that you would like to do?
I think hanging out, asking about what the Cynthia and Claire were dealing with, basically, and keep an eye on things. At least for one, not for one, Tatiana.
I
You
think
know.
Hmm.
You know.
It's Max.
Thank you.
It was Max. It was Max.
Downloading.
clearly you tales from
The worst
box.
father in history.
It's only gonna get worse.
Logan, you're nowhere near bad as this.
Max, as it turns out, is currently the #1 contender, but he's also the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place contender.
Listen, at least he raised Logan's spirit. Logan, you cannot be as bad as this.
Listen, we don't
Logan, maybe it's not too late.
we need more mutants in this world, is what I think.
He's finding a new chick right now.
Max, it's not how the X gene works, and you fucking know it, Max. You know
I
that's
know.
how the X gene works.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
Look,
had 3
look at
kids and they're
Ashlyn.
all
Yeah.
mutants. I don't know what to say.
Max, you know that's not how the X gene works. You just got fucking lucky.
I don't know. I don't know. Listen. I don't need your fucking science. I have my gut. My gut tells me I need to father more children.
They won't fill that hole in your life for the love of God.
Are you gonna train any of
Listen,
these? Are you actually gonna train any of these guys?
listen. I will not get my hole filled, but I will fill other holes. Uh, the low fruit does taste good sometimes. But yeah, you'll be spending a couple of days here. If there's anything you would like to do in those couple of days before Victor eventually.
I actually like to explore the town there in a little bit because yeah, they did kind of just.
It's a big city. It's a very big city.
No, I should explore the city a bit.
Yeah, you'll notice some stark differences compared to New York. Unlike New York, there's a lot of historical buildings. There's basically no skyscrapers or anything that big, but the streets are much cleaner. The people are much friendlier. Everything feels much more welcoming. People are very polite. There's a sense of community here that runs across town, and you can find it in many neighborhoods. There's a lot of clean spaces. This is quite a pleasant city to sort of live in and walk around.
That's nice.
Um, what about you two?
I think Tatiana is just making sure her friends are all right. Maybe taking some walks around the countryside, or teleporting around the countryside when she can, but nothing too major for her.
I see. Alarming the local cows, and she
What the fuck?
fucking
Listen,
the shepherd dogs lose their mind every fucking 30 minutes. Like, what the fuck?
it's fine. Pietro, are you gonna hang out with your new sister? Maybe leave a mailing address later on.
Sorry, what?
She's like, is Pietro ever gonna talk to his sister and like probably make a? You can
Yeah,
call
no,
me
like
later.
they will talk eventually, and very
Nice,
least you
nice,
can
nice.
tell that Jack is trying extra hard to be nice. Now, for how long he will succeed, that's really the question. Right
That is
now,
in fact the fucking clock to midnight.
yeah, right now he is being unusually nice.
All the monks are watching right now.
Will
In terror.
will they ever bring up the third sister
You
or
know,
second?
you know. It's kind of. What if you make Jack roll for it though?
Sure, I could. That's a good point.
Jack, no,
Such a good point. Thank you.
please, for the love of God. God damn it, you Jack.
It passes.
Clemos is trying to hang out with the others.
Yeah.
Maybe going to the museum or two.
It's currently 10 p.m. It's 3 hours till midnight.
Yeah, no, the Wanda and Pietro would eventually discuss their sister, and in fact, one of the suggestions Charles actually will say that they could go up and actually meet her. We'll point out that Leia is only gonna have a problem with Max. Surely she's gonna be at least like polite to them. Might have also like calmed down in the last couple of days. Time to relax. As well, unfortunately, as you agree to make a detour the next day, you'll be informed that Victor has landed. He's on his way to meet all of you.
Neat.
As She arrives at the house. She'll arrive. She'll roll in and kind of like takes notice the fact that Max is not here, but doesn't like say anything. Doesn't look surprised either. We'll say, well, glad everyone is safe and sound here.
Yeah. Sorry about leaving you behind. Were you guys okay?
Well, they were pretty mad, but no, not really my problem. So, kind of shrugs.
Fair enough. Is Sai in here as well?
He'll nod. They he stopped to get souvenirs. Although I told her that souvenirs are not when you buy them from the same place. Better not to ask.
That's fair.
But tell me, how are things here?
Well, Cynthia, Clara, should you guys start or?
So we got the professor, and Logan, and Pietro, and Max. Max isn't here right now because he had a second family. Did not tell either of his kids, and they were both pretty upset about that. As is the second family, who also didn't know.
Worst apology ever.
I fear that's. I'm sorry, Wanda. Get you. Maybe I should have been more vigilant. But... Sort of nods in. Jack will sort of kind of like look at me like, what about your issues? Because you went there to like get help from the wizards. So he sort of shakes his head, says, I don't think they'll be helping any of us quite soon. But, well, more important that you are all safe now than my problems.
Sorry, Victor.
Quite alright. Logan's sort of in the corner with the bottle. Says, I mean, if you need a wizard, I think the witch lady was fucking magical. Pardon the language.
I mean, yeah. Then she's really only mad at Max. She only really imprisoned Pietro because how he barged in and imprisoned Charles and she only imprisoned Charles and Logan just because she's still pretty mad. So, I mean, what she'll say is no.
Sort of look at Charles, and Charles will nod and say, then pay her a visit. Maybe she can help me out. As Sai walks in, holding like 2 bags. I got
Ooh.
everyone presents.
Ooh.
No,
Smart.
thank you.
Yes.
As she did in fact stop at the local airport to get you presents from the... She tried.
It's appreciated.
There's like...
I like.
There's a few I love Latveria t-shirts. There's like 2 plushies. Gives one of the plushies to Wanda. She gives oh god, let me Jesus. She gives magic this like uh coffee mug, and it's just like
What does it
up
say on it?
it's blank. It says I just don't know anything about you. Everyone needs a mug now. Magic's like, yeah, that's true, I guess.
Listen, girl said maybe you can put something on it.
Yeah, yeah, no. Look, it's just a simple white mug. Trendy, as I will say. I think it fits your personality.
It's the thought that counts, and the fact you even cared is wonderful, Sai.
Magic flinches a bit, I will say. Don't like it? You can take it away if you want. No, I'll keep mug, my bland mug. Just gonna mumble the corner. As Jack is gonna give like a thumbs up.
Just Cynthia's gonna just whisper to Claire. I kind of feel bad for finding that so funny.
It's nice. I agree. I also it was slightly funny, but
Yeah, Victor will say, well, need to eat something. Then we can take car.
Well, we got some food, so if we're really hungry, we can get Peach something up.
I would appreciate that. The one that will say, where I also responsible for the fact that they're not going to help you. I do a lot of things now. Help you out as well. You'll nod and say, I don't want to do into work. He just arrived, but maybe in the near future, call upon you. Talents would be quite useful. Gonna give her a smile. Say, why don't you and your brother? No, it's nice to buy a gift for a little sister. Sure, you've had some time maybe to explore. They both nod, and I can recommend you some good gift shops that have some quite diverse set of toys. As he's gonna give them a couple of suggestions. They'll both agree to take a trip to buy their sister a gift, as they'll leave. Realize you, Claire, tactically, Victor, sort of diverting people away. As it's basically only you three, Jack, him, Charles, and Sai. Magic has left to a bit, being mocked by Sai.
Mug, didn't you say?
she didn't mean to mock you, Magic.
Victor's
She
like,
tried her-
listen, it was all according to plan, calculated. Well done, Sai.
Good job, Agent. You joined the Latverian Armed Forces.
As he'll sort of, as he starts eating, say, did want Wanda to not hear this. It's quite concerning news. I don't exactly trust her other compatriot yet.
What is it?
While you can imagine how upset the sorcerers were, they had to elect a new sorcerer supreme. At least that's what they called him. Um, well, I I feel the need.
It's more of
Sorry, go on.
sorry. I assume it's more of an interim solution until they find a suitable replacement. More to the paperwork, so to speak,
Yes,
metaphorically.
because unfortunately, Claire, I don't believe these people follow democratic principles, and I don't think also once someone gets elected, they get easily demoted from. And well, their new guy in charge definitely gonna have a problem with us. I do fear for actual retaliation from them. They defend. I know this will sound funny, maybe unbelievable, but they do defend, take issue with certain extra dimensional beings, hence the dislike for Mephisto, other such creatures. Normally, they tend to handle such problems. They're one of the people who dedicate their time towards that. But the Sorcerer Supreme died recently. New one. I'm not sure how he's gonna behave. People tend to be quite long lived in that position. I'm pretty sure the last one held his position for a few centuries. So, careful. Not sure how much influence these people hold outside of the magical circle. And then he looks like Charles and says, and for the more concerning problem, not let Agatha meet Wanda. Charles is like grimaces a bit, and Victor's like, "Don't give me that face. I've
Can
warned you
anybody
about her."
explain?
Hmm?
Can anyone explain to those who are not in the know why, in particular, it's a bad idea?
Well, Charles here has long advocated that Agatha is merely rude and, well, cold-hearted after probably being around for a bit. I disagree. I think she is a raging bitch. And more than that, she's a very dangerous individual with unclear goals. If I know one thing about sorcerers that I've learned, a lot of them after a while do seem to crave just power. So, given the fact that it was Agatha who taught Wanda how to do what she did, I hold her partially responsible for that as well. But I don't think she taught her, Tatiana, or Ororo out of the goodness of her heart. Before you say anything, Charles, I have one single thing to point to. You told, well, you gave her Bobby. I don't think anything shows someone's true colors having to raise a child. As Charles definitely is like looking a bit defeated. Max is not here, unfortunately. Max
No,
is.
I meant look at the direction of like a scattering compass. Basically, look at his fucking direction psychically.
So, what exactly are we gonna do next then? Just
Well, hopefully,
keeping Agatha away? Sure, that's easy enough. But what do we do if angry sorcerers show up at the fucking doorstep?
hopefully they still have actual business to take care of and don't have time to deal with you. But then keeping Agatha away is easy. That woman is as stubborn as a mule and can literally cast spells. I'd find that a bit more difficult. Not let Wanda out of your sight. Always be sure to have someone with her or nearby. Because the moment she's alone, she might get contacted by Agatha. I don't want her to exploit Wanda.
All right.
Other than that, I will. Oh, I'm a bit more restricted nowadays. My movement, so I would like to find a way to fix my condition. After which I'll be able to assist you more properly. Both the mages and whatever else may come. I would suggest you all transfer to the Latverian University, but I don't want to keep you away from home too much.
It's something to think about with how crazy things are back home. I think we still need to touch base and see where everyone's head's at. But if we decide to go with that, I guess we'll contact you, Victor.
After the two of them come back, take another countryside trip. Nobody has anything else to ask or say.
Now, I presume we're going to be seeing Leah at the very least.
For that,
Yeah.
I mean.
No, not at least not for Tatiana.
Yeah, then as Wanda and Pietro came back, as they bought this like entire fucking set of it's like a medieval castle you kind of assemble. Comes equipped with toys and everything. Thing looks quite handcrafted and high quality. Everyone would get in the car and Logan will begin driving. Apparently, he is still like drinking.
So
If
you
anyone
still
wants
make
to
up for
stop
2
him.
weeks.
Buddy, are you sure you want to keep drinking the sauce?
Say that to him.
Yeah, in a better tone, but yes.
The child's about to be knocked out again.
We'll kind of like look at him like, You know what? If somehow can wipe my mind, all the conversations I had to listen, maybe.
Ah, that bad?
I had to listen to Charles' therapy, both Pietro and well then Max, I guess. But God, the more I learned about the situation, the worse it got. Every
Yeah.
time he would tell something new, the kid would lose his mind again, and we would just be back at square zero. And it was, I've, I wanted to kill them. I'll be honest. I was considering it a couple of times. One quick jab, and all that noise would just end.
That's at a smiles, basically. It's just like, seems you had a hard time, Logan. Um,
No alcohol to drink, no songs to listen, no TV shows to watch, not even a fucking book to.
I
Horrifying.
I know I don't say this often, but Logan, you're the best guy I know around, and I owe you a lot for being able to put up with me in my childhood and all our bullshit.
It's the least I could do for kids. They're all a bunch of troublemakers, but they all had good hearts.
Aw, you're getting the mug for this.
Yeah. No. No, I say this to Charles. No. I think for vigilante need, cool way to get around. Now, for you, I know because you teleport a lot, but I mean, a car, maybe a motorcycle.
Yeah, yes, that would be awesome, actually.
It's a lot
Especially,
easier to get around New York in a motorcycle than it is a car.
especially this detailed model that Tatiana had in mind for her entire childhood up to now.
Listen, once we get back, we'll maybe we'll put some parts together. We'll have some fun.
Ah, you're the best, Logan. Definitely getting another mug for this one.
Ah, have so many mugs by the end of this.
You deserve each and every one of them.
I don't get too emotional on me, kid.
What was that thing? Tatiana just stops herself from hugging him as she will go off to the others, very happy.
Uh, we'll enjoy a nice trip on the road. Music in the background. Um, listen, Red, don't worry. I'm sure once you come back, you'll just be able to build the bike, and this will be so nice. It'll be so wholesome. Isn't that like nice? Doesn't it sound so pleasant?
Those who know.
It's true.
Which everybody in the call except Red.
Um, yeah. As you reach the village, and then eventually, yeah, bit of a rough trek as you'll have to basically get both Charles and Victor up the fucking forest road. Not gonna be nice, but sometimes you just have to be fucking carried. As reach her sort of cabin, as she is on the porch, and Sharon like looks up and it's like, that's a lot of people. Before she like sees one that kind of stops.
Hey.
Hi, hey there.
So, what's that?
That's it's Wanda. It's so your daughter's older sister.
Yeah, I don't think anyone needs to give her a vigilance roll because it's obvious that Leia is freaked the fuck out. As Jack is just gonna put his arm on Wanda's shoulder. Say, okay, lady, I think you gawked enough. So unlike these, well, I'm not the friendly kind. So I'm gonna be very straightforward. Charles was about to say something. Jack's like, they want to meet their sister because everyone here agrees that the father is a fucking asshole. But I think the three of them talking. Yeah, she looks a bit weird. Been through a lot. Can ask questions later.
If you're cool with that, of course.
I don't actually give a shit.
Yeah, this is her daughter. I think she has a right to be a little concerned about new people.
Well, maybe. I still don't give a shit.
Cynthia's also going to whisper to him. We're also here to ask help for Victor. Don't forget that.
Ah, fuck. So maybe I'll become good at magic. I can. Charles will speak and say, apologies for his demeanor, but he is just also but highly protective right now. Our friend here has been through a lot. Well, they will be leaving soon, and we thought only be fair if they have the opportunity to at least meet your younger sister. As gonna like reluctantly nod, and she's gonna call Ashlyn out. She's gonna like peek outside the door. Oh, visitors! As she like starts like running out. And she then like takes a couple of steps, stops, and like stares at Wanda. Don't look okay. Wanda's gonna sort of crouch down and say, "Well, it's worse than it looks worse than it feels." She sort of slowly nods, a bit more reluctant. Jack will say, wanna see a party trick, kid?" Like, yeah. Jack sort of like aims his like fingers in the shape of a gun, and you see like this fucking mist trail out of it, kind of shoot out. It's like it's a weird thing you can fingers. He's like, yeah. Also shoot lightning. Leia's gonna start walking. Okay, I don't think we need a demonstration of that out here. Ashlyn, these are your older siblings that father never mentioned. I think, well, you can show them the ducks. It's like, yes, yes, I can. As she looks at, I think it was Cynthia, right?
Yeah.
She'll say, did you give them the ducks? Did you like the ducks? Still both nod. I have more ducks I can show you. She like runs inside and they'll follow in as Victor's and say, if I could also have a moment of your time, I appreciate your assistance. I was told you are a competent sorceress. I am in need of one. As they'll kind of step to the side to discuss their own business for a bit of time. When I do step, when I say step to the side, I mean basically Logan is carrying these people.
Ah,
It's fine. He's very ashamed. He looks very embarrassed. Victor was a prideful man, and he is struggling with this, through with it.
sorry. Do we still think you're cool and badass?
We do say it to that to him every now and then.
That's just to remind him.
As Jack will say, damn, she's older than I thought.
Well, Max was what, 60? 50? God, how old was he?
Never asked her.
Yeah.
Mm.
To be honest, yeah, I don't really know. He's not really around enough to actually like figure it out.
Charles will happen. Would be 44 this year.
Still blows my mind a bit here. Makes you question everything, every interaction you ever had with Max to a certain degree, I guess.
Fortunately, kind of some people have a bad side. They will do their best to keep. Not everyone is as they tend to be, and I've told Jean it is unfair to force them to be honest one. But that doesn't mean you have to tolerate their behavior. It's merely give them the choice.
You're right. I don't know. I thought we were all part of the same sides, along with like friends, family, people who cared about each other.
Well, most human beings are flawed, and his flaws are it turns out more severe than most could probably imagined.
Yeah. But outside of that, this went pretty good actually. Ashton seems very adorable, and Leah seems very nice.
I will say. I mean, I think there's worse cheating stories out there. How's this a cheating thing?
Yeah.
That's
I'm
it.
just being
That's the thing. It's not even a cheating thing. He could
just
have
an
just
asshole thing.
Yeah.
he could have even done the whole disappearing bit. He could have just like mentioned it like once when he was back, and then just just did the whole I need to go on a mission to Latveria again. Like he could have kept doing that. He could have kept doing it.
Guess some people are weird about it.
Did he say if he was coming back or what he was gonna do? Can't just leave and never show up again, right?
Just gonna look at Tatiana. He was barely fucking here before he got caught.
I think that's the plan.
God, it's awful.
Like I'm gonna be honest. He could do two things. He could do the hard thing and try to rebuild his relationship with both with Wanda and Petra and try to rebuild what he had with this woman he clearly loved. Or he could do the easy thing and just walk away and pretend it never happened. I'm gonna be honest. Sounds like he's been doing the easy thing for at least 4 years now.
I guess it's gonna be one of those situations where I just can't understand it.
Jack kind of stresses. Yeah, I mean, I don't get it either. And again, I'm terrible at lying.
You are.
I mean, I guess technically, if you want to get exact, it was probably easy for him because is it lying just not to like offer up information? Like no one knew anything. No one knew enough to ask him anything. The only guy who did know, Victor, didn't ask him. So
I'll remind you, like Victor didn't know. Victor just kind of suspected it because he like saw him recently buy a kid's toy. Like even Victor didn't know that this was happening for most of the time.
yeah,
So yeah, Jack will probably be like, it's some men who just fucking lose their mind over some woman.
I stare at the camera.
I don't know. It's losing your mind over a woman because he also hurt her too. And care enough about her to let him know the truth was fine with everyone just living this story he made up.
Yeah, that's the thing. No, you make a stupid decision because you're a coward. Sometimes you'll just end up with nothing at the end of the day. As I stare at the camera.
I feel like we're referencing something here.
We're weirdly passive aggressive.
I have no idea whom you're referencing.
It's like
Jack,
I feel like the writers are snidely, like passive aggressively, like throwing shade at someone.
but I've no idea whom. I don't know idea who this is.
Jack will say, well, and he'll eventually come back, right? Like you won't. Like, how long do you think it takes for a guy to find his spine? I guess.
But he didn't find it for. I'm not sure how old Ashland is.
Yeah, but he like now he kind of lost everything, right? So he has to at some point just learn the fucking lesson, no?
Well, there's the third way also. Just avoid the
What?
problem.
I was about to say, there is the worst option he can do, which is just go somewhere else and do it again.
I hope not. And you can't just abandon your kids because it's inconvenient for you.
Watch him.
Oh God.
I think that's what he's gonna do. I think.
Well, the next time I'm seeing, I'm gonna beat him up, punch right in the face. I don't care if he demolish me afterwards.
Jack will say, well, I don't think anyone's stopping you. In fact, I think everyone will kind of be lining up to do the same. I think problem is no, I'm concerned about Wanda.
Yeah, that's fair.
I know. I've never been with an older woman. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this.
Is it? This is gonna sound stupid, but is it really considered an older woman when she didn't have any interactions or experiences there, just wandering in the dark void of whatever
I
the
was
hell
trying
dimension
to
that was?
make a joke, Tatiana, but no, I guess not.
Sorry. I've been thinking about it for a while. Just, I think when we get back, we should just let Wanda relax and not have to deal with any other thing right now.
Good fucking luck with that.
I know. She's been doing a lot already, and
I think the opposite, though. I think she should do things she wants to do. If that means going to college, now that's gonna be tricky because I want to mention it to her. I don't think she can go to college when she looks like she cried a river of blood, which, in all fairness, she might have. So
Okay.
we were just in at Victor's place for this entire time. I'll be honest, I thought she was gonna get weird looks here too. Just are like too nice, too polite. I don't fucking know. This place is kind
I
of weird.
mean,
Well, there's a vampire war going on here. So
apparently apparently these people are literally menaced by Dracula.
honestly,
Like
they
most
might be
people
not.
here don't know about that.
I don't know. Apparently, I mean, the problem is we found out about this place because we were just asking around, and they literally just told us about the witch. So I don't think, you know, I don't think she was really she was hiding it. And if she's not hiding it, it's probably others.
Think these people know about the vampire war?
I'm not saying they know about the vampire war, but they knew about the witch. They literally told us the witch.
Yeah, I guess. Oh,
I'm saying is if apparently she can be, I can only assume at least on some level open about who she is, what she does. Then yeah, there's probably others, which means yeah, Wanda probably looks weird, but the fact that she can do magic probably isn't the weirdest thing to these guys.
suppose you're right.
There's
Do you
also
think New Yorkers will be as tolerable?
No.
Yeah, I thought so.
there's also the Latveria option, like they brought up, transferring there.
Listen, college is like 3 years. I think you 5 here. We've been here for a few days and the sirens never went off.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I had I had a different image in my head whenever I thought of Latveria before. It's not like seems nice here.
Most of the area is not as the neighboring countries are not doing as well as this certainly.
Gonna like point in a certain direction, says about like 300, 400 kilometers that way. That's supposed to be a war zone. That's supposed to be a Dracula land. So
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I read about conflicts and whatnot, and this area does not seem like a war zone. So I think I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure the people might also know that something is up, but the fact that it's I don't see any checkpoint. There's not. By the way, there was no single military checkpoint, right?
it's like there were sirens, like they were like you could
Yeah,
probably
sorry,
like, but like no, yeah, there's no
Yeah, but
military
no checkpoint.
presence.
Yeah. During the Civil War, yeah. I imagine the Civil War, checkpoints and blog posts be kind of important.
I mean, yeah, if it turns out the war is mostly fought a bit farther away, yeah. Listen, and honestly, just have to talk to the rest. I mean, see how many of them want to, but I don't transferring Latveria is not the worst option, and it also gives another thing. Yeah, maybe staying in New York and knocking down criminals and hoping someone worse doesn't just come out of it might not be the best thing, but if these guys are fighting literal vampires, where could we go wrong in punching a few of them if they show up?
Sure, we could probably punch Dracula.
That would be kind of based.
It would be very funny if Dracula, like Vampire King, gets beat up by a bunch of teenagers.
I could say, well,
Doesn't
I think I will request a house from Victor. He seems to be loaded, even more loaded than you, Charles.
I think it's mostly because I think that actually I'm not sure where Victor gets his money. I'm pretty sure it's because the due to price conversions, the living living arrangements are cheaper. I'm not sure where Victor gets his cash from.
I
Actually.
just
Charles will
assumed
say, with the money I spent on your New York rent, you probably buy entire building blocks here. Jack will just say, "No, that sounds like a skill issue."
Don't listen to him, Professor. We still think you're cool.
Are you certain? Sitting on the ground, looking at you. Are certain you want this? I am more than in favor, but this area
But
is still, well, Ashenstadt may look peaceful. That is because there hasn't been a vampiric attack region for, well, as long as I remember, a year. Most of the conflicts tend to happen in the countryside. Victor is dealing with a lot of counter espionage, though. City.
I can be sneaky.
I mean,
Went
Cynthia will
from ninjas to vampires.
Cynthia will Cynthia will say, even discounting, like even just bringing up that, listen, I kind of brought up the vampire thing as a kind of a joke. I mean, we might end up doing it, but I'm going to be honest, Professor. Jack's right. Wanda didn't get strange looks. She didn't get insulted. She didn't get anything. How? What's going to happen if we get her back to New York and God, she gets the stares, or she gets the insults, or she gets catcalled, and in a moment of anger, everyone in New York sees a guy get erased from reality.
He nearly walked down a couple of streets. I assume people are clearly more polite here, but there are still customs and traditions that should be wary of. But I see your point.
I'm pretty sure they're easier to navigate than New York, especially seeing all the potential other eyes that could be in New York, criminals, potential government.
I will support this decision with one that you still
Yeah.
attend school responsibly and not dedicate your time more than you have towards your extracurricular activity.
I mean, yeah. To be
That
honest, I wasn't
means
gonna.
no going in the countryside and participating in a war.
Cynthia's gonna just nod that, and she'll say, "If I see people in danger, I'm gonna help them, but I'm not gonna go out of my way to look for trouble."
That's all I ask. Keep it to the city limits.
Yeah. I mean, Don, she'll look at the rest.
Jack sort of shrugged and said, "Awesome. I like it here. I'll be honest. It's like Wanda. It's more. It's less crowded than New York. A lot more fresh air. Mountains are
So-
like 2 hours driving away.
I think that's good enough for me. Cynthia's right. I think this would be a good change of pace for everyone, Wanda included.
Not to mention, just realized it. There's one very good reason why we shouldn't go gallivanting into the countryside here. We don't speak the language, and yeah, here a lot of people, English is a common secondary language. I don't know how common English is going to be in the countryside. Would be hard to help people or find anything if we can't actually.
I would say even in the city that ventured, like a lot of the local not speak, like they struggle with it a lot. German is like common around here, but English not so much.
I could die.
So yeah, as Charles will say, yeah, this is in fact an idealized version of reality.
Can't believe fucking no wonder fucking Dracula's so goddamn mad. The fucking Saxons are still here.
Listen, this is a more peaceful land. Latveria is in fact proof that benevolent dictatorships do work.
To be fair, if they're Saxons, I wouldn't call them Germans. They can't speak German. I can't communicate with Saxons.
But yeah, as you'll see that Victor and Leia are done talking as I am. Suppose I should try my manners. I should have offered you something to drink. And as she sort of waves her hand, and you see like a table start to assemble itself, hearing as Charles and Victor will be floated. Logan says, "Oh, yeah, she can carry them from now on. Still gonna find a nice shade and sort of sit there and unwind." Oh,
Thank you.
you told me a couple of things about you, but I guess it was rather brief. How are
yeah,
you
what do
finding?
know?
How are you finding Latveria?
That's pretty nice. It's not it's different than what I heard, but that's just one city, yeah, I've been in.
It's pretty quaint compared to Detroit, New York.
He nods and Jack says, "Yeah, we're moving in." It's just like,
Also, yes, we're
"Excuse
gonna
me?"
be. Also, yes, we're gonna be neighbors. Oh, Victor, sorry we didn't tell you.
Yeah, we talked about it.
No, that's when.
Uh,
5 minutes ago.
How... He sort of like glances at Charles and sort of has a bit of a smug look on his face. Says, "Well, then I'll be glad to help you your new accommodations. Assume you're also then gonna transfer schools."
Obviously, yeah.
That's the plan.
We've
Yeah.
made so many improvements in the last year. I've managed to so much budget for education. It's insane.
I wonder where you get. I'm curious, Victor. Where do you get the budget from? Because I know the economies of this area of the world are not the greatest right now, considering the civil
Well,
conflict going on.
many governments want to handle vampires and other demonic beings that seemingly sprung from surrounding neighborhoods.
I forgot. Of course, the EU slush fund.
They provide a lot of finances for our military, which frees up a lot of our own money to spend on other things.
A decent development pack heard about that, but yeah, no, we just but back to more serious topics. We just thought it was best for Wanda if she maybe move somewhere. But the people, we just want to ask you, Victor. Do the people know how much do people know about vampires and whatnot, about like the events going on? Obviously, you know, but and I don't think they.
There is-
Well,
There's a certain level of superstition that is just commonly accepted, especially in the older generations. Well, you can cover up as much as you want. It's impossible to cover up everything. Eventually, people will see a weird event here or a weird event there and gossip about it. They move from the countryside to the city, they have relatives, will talk. It's the reason why you will see a lot of these cities have been. Ashenstadt has been built with a lot of countermeasures.
By the way, asking about countermeasures. I joked about the command and conquer base, but what do we? Are they just visible, or is it only fucking savage? Are they invisible?
What should be visible?
I was basically like, well, are there any like military? Is there any military infrastructure base just like in a command, like a fucking like a SAM site randomly in the city center?
No, you haven't seen any like military presence.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah, that was basically what I asked. Basically, yeah, it's like anything obvious. Okay, gotcha.
Pretty sure in Marvel, vampires just have all the fucking classic bullshit. Right, Red?
I'm sorry, what was that? Boulder Symphony says what?
Like vampires in Marvel have all the classic bullshit.
They do. They do. Sunlight, everything like that. Yeah.
So, well, see a lot of countermeasures against the vampires are a bit more subtle. The food is one big one.
You had garlic to everything, I assume.
Quite a favorite dish. See, people here are very religious. A couple
That's
of
that action.
you will see a lot of locales, silver, their cutlery and plates. Sometimes you can include silver in door handles, decorations, accessories. Silver is a very popular metal for a lot of jewelry. See a lot of small canals that are meant to accentuate the beauty of the city, but in reality are limit a vampire's ability to move quite severely. And did I mention people are very religious around here? So a lot of vampires either have to be quite obvious or they stick to the countryside and try to prey on the more vulnerable.
Does religion even do anything? Or
Hmm? Oh yes, process and the like.
because if it's got fucking I think it's got fucking real actually if that those fucking works.
Yeah, Cynthia would actually ask, does like any like religious object just work then, or is it just crosses?
Nods. Any.
That's cool.
Huh, interesting.
Like I said, is quite well fortified. Now, the countryside, there are few paramilitary groups dedicated to hunting down and combating vampiric presences. They are trained and act with level of discretion, and we just bribe the locals when their houses get torn in accidents, trying to keep things as silent as possible.
How long has this war with Dracula been going on?
My knowledge, centuries, but it's, as you can see, it's not a constant thing. It has peaks and valleys.
Do you know why he's doing it, or any particular reason? In theory, I assume you don't engage in diplomatic talks with
No, he is not
the King of
open
Vampires.
to talking, and I've never tried to approach him before. It felt rather obsolete. Attempts were
And
made
he,
in the past. As Leia will just say, he is just. I may know a bit more than you, Victor. Dracula is quite upset. He claims that this land belongs to him, and I don't think he has gotten over that obsession.
Real estate.
yeah.
Victor kind of like shrugs and says, "Well, I suppose that's as mundane as motivations get."
An ancient ruler who still claims to their ancient rights.
So just another old fucking guy who doesn't seem to realize or care that the world left him behind.
Leia will kind of chuckle and nod.
Any idea you two, actually, by the way, how the vampirism happened? Is he related to the actual like Vlad Tep historical figure, or is he could be a
Victor will
different individual?
shake his head like, "Oh, there's no way to verify such. There has been no significant research made into vampirism." Until I came and started to move things around a few years ago, country was quite content to keep taking money and funneling them into military operations. I was in fact the first person to make a push for more, well, diversify the budget. Push for education reforms, different economic policies, to incentivize people to hopefully live better, not just act as a frontier.
I mean, yeah, it's I think that's a goal
Why?
worth having.
Why? My long-term plan, but I assume you will be more hesitant now, but maybe you'll consider it. As Charles is already kind of grimacing, it will say, I want to make people like you more public. Help the world understand and, well, not see you with fear, but open arms. I want Latveria to be one of the most oxygen friendly places in the world, if I can help it. The city has always had a background for many cultures clashing and learning to coexist and work with each other. I hope people like you, it will just be another one of those situations.
That'd be a bad thing. At the very least, it's bound to happen eventually, since you guys talked about the motto about more and more superior power beings being known.
Charles will
Honestly, yeah,
nod.
honestly, not the worst idea to begin setting it up, official procedures and whatnot, trying to set up a prepare a general society for it. Eventually, someone who may have more aggressive mutations, who cannot just hide beneath the radar.
Problem right now, I have discussed this with Charles, is the lawmakers and a lot of the old political parties here are still quite hesitant. It's very easy to push for education and certain economic changes. People support that. This will be a bit harder to do, which is why when you enroll, I was gonna announce this next year, but I think we can do it this year as well. You enroll publicly. Don't hide your powers. You don't flaunt your powers. Show people you're just like everyone else. Bring a bit more transparency. I don't think you should be completely open, everything, especially in light of your activities in New York, but as a more general rule. That is, all, of course, if you're comfortable with that idea.
My main worry is that, well, we have, well, Wanda right now needs space and healing. Will people be able to respect that?
I think eventually more people will find out if we just publicly like, announce our powers and whatnot. And I don't think Wanda. I don't
I
think the world at that point will ignore. And I don't
Yeah,
think
that's
she needs
true.
media attention right
I
now.
think I can handle the media. I can handle. I can. We have. This is one of the other areas I've been heavily reforming. There are some quite good and professional journalists, Passionstadt. So the media will not interfere too much here. But I think her integrating with collective that is gonna treat her. Curiosity is always gonna exist. Question is, how is she gonna be able to handle that? By the look of it, I think it will bring a sense of normalcy because it would be abnormal if people just ignored the obvious changes.
True.
I can assure you she will not get prodded, bullied, or anything.
I mean, sounds like a plan to me.
Oh boy, getting international limelight even.
We'll get some national limelight. The world has never paid too much attention to Latveria, other than our role as a bastion against the dangerous East. But managed to help me push for these reforms to happen sooner. And this goes smoothly. I think sky's the limit.
They're actually not along with that.
Yeah, I'm for it.
Maybe one day there will be international bodies set up to handle people with the X gene, especially for countries that are less developed, like Africa. Imagine like people with the X gene popping up in a war zone.
You
Oh
see
God,
both Victor and Charles fucking grimace horribly at that.
oh,
As Charles says, my fear is that there will be an international body, but my fear is that they won't treat them like people. Victor will kind of shrug and say, Claire, you think the Secret Services do not know about these people? You think they don't know about...
oh no, they know. I mean, Charles told Lily about the secret weapon project that he disrupted.
I would rather not have an international body handle this. Which is why I'm trying to get in the brightest minds and as many people with the action here before such organizations become overt with their actions.
Well, we wanted to help as many people as we can, and we knew this is something that we would have to worry about in the future. So hopefully we can do that.
You'll see Pietro, Wanda, and Ashlyn get out of the house as join all of you at the table. Ashley's just gonna like place a couple of wooden ducks, different sizes, shapes and sizes, as they seem to be getting along, and Wanda is smiling.
Yeah, Tatsan is happy to see everyone's happy.
Yeah. A bit more conversations, and eventually take your leave later in the evening. As the way back, Wanda will say, "I liked her."
Seemed like a sweet girl.
Yeah, she's a nice girl.
Presumably, you would have put them both up to speed, right?
Yeah, in the convoy.
Yes,
She'll
on
say-
the great Latverian replacement theory. Yes.
Yeah.
listen.
The ethno state. Okay,
I-
so what's the problem to like a government overreach? Okay, let's create an ethno state in Eastern Europe.
Listen.
That'll create good PR. The fucking
Listen.
conservative parties in Europe.
Listen. What are they gonna do? They have mutants on their side.
Let's just win the war, guys. Let's take over the world.
Listen, you're free to bring up these problems in character. Otherwise,
She will bring up them. She'll bring up later. Listen, talk to Victor. She didn't want to ruin the mood at the table with politics discussion.
Yeah, Wanda will say that. I think if we move here, we might be able to like visit more often. No?
Yeah, that's gonna be one of the benefits.
I think this will be fun. The Jack will say, "Oh God, Scott's gonna mind.
Ooh, that's right. We gotta.
The streets
It'll
are
be
not in a grid. Is he gonna survive?"
Listen, I think Claire can work her magic and
I
it'll be
think
fine.
it'll be fine.
That's true.
Maybe he'll change majors. Maybe he'll get into civic engineering and urban planning.
I think you'll enjoy the peace and quiet compared to handling the vigilante operation in New York.
I don't know. I guess if the lack of squares didn't give you a headache, Claire, it'll be fine too.
I prefer European cities than usually compared to Detroit. I think it's a nice city.
Well, I would prefer circles, but you keep being a square a lot of the times.
Hey, don't be mean. They're comfortable with their shapes and we've learned to accept them for it.
Maybe you have.
They're good body shields. I mean, good friends to have around.
To be fair, Tatiana, you do need the body shield.
I do. So don't go too far, Claire. I'll get lonely.
To be fair, I'm pretty bad one because I'm transparent.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure being the human shield's my job.
Yeah.
That's true. And look, it's gonna be fine. We're gonna have a hopefully relaxing time. Maybe meet Dracula, maybe not, and then figure out this whole living in the new world age of mutants and awful people.
So yeah, you'll. Unless there's any conversation, that's through Claire. You wanted to talk to Victor alone.
About politics, yeah. She didn't want to bring up too much politics at the table. She didn't want to ruin the mood at the dinner table.
Yeah, once you return back, you can catch him alone if you talk with him.
Yeah. Hey, on the chat about you. I don't want to ruin the mood at the dinner table.
Of course. What's wrong?
I'm just thinking about I now understand why you scoffed, and I agree with your fears of And as I said, there'll definitely be many backdackers who will probably try to recruit people with the X gene and whatnot. But what's the long-term plan? Do you just plan to create like a refuge here?
Hope to create long-term plan is to turn Latveria into bastion of, well, progress, hope.
And then hopefully spread that progress around and to other countries and their civil societies. Right?
Each their own. Can't force everyone to abide by my ideas. Generally, people, once they see prosperity, they'll probably think, hey, yeah, I want to be like that. That's how the sharing of ideas goes. Have to tell them that we can actually do it.
But so is that the plan? Just create a bastion here and then hope this get everybody here from the entire globe?
Sort of like President Auron says, I feel like you have a point you want to make.
Yes.
Then please make the point.
What if now I mentioned the set, potentially international effort in the future. Now I don't say we should maybe shake hands with every general out there, especially people who want to turn into weapons and whatnot. But what if people like, especially people with the X genes themselves, could be part of those organizations and being integrated into them?
Still wouldn't solve the problem that you have a hostile force going around the world and just picking them up.
I mean, will your approach solve that? Maybe for
There's no way to solve that. The only way to ensure that it doesn't happen is, well, retain sovereign rights. I won't be the one spearheading such an initiative. I would much rather focus on places that matter to me and work with people that want to cooperate.
so
You can't
that's a fair position.
save everyone, Claire. You must focus on saving as many as you can. Would I like to help the entire world? Yes. Do I think it's possible? No. I will try to do my best, what I've got.
And she'll slightly grins, but overall nod at that. That's understandable.
Yeah. Nothing else.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll reach back across the pond with information. Well, I assume we will all kind of be in the room when first like called Scott, right?
Yeah.
Probably like late in the evening. Phone him up and he'll pick up the phone. But any of you three wanna like be the ones to speak up?
Maybe Claire will speak.
I agree with that. As yeah, he picks up and you hear his voice. Hey, how are things in the east?
They're it's going pretty good. We got everyone out. We did find out that Max apparently is not the greatest father, but
Well,
there were also
yeah. Well, I listen. I I kind of assumed that once he was like, anyways.
yeah no it's there were many. I think it was a big switch, but there's also other news.
The most
Oh.
confusing
One.
conversation.
I'm sorry.
Max,
What?
Max was not a good dad. Like, I guess, yeah.
Oh no. I'm sorry. I thought. Sorry. I
Hey,
didn't want to cut
Scott,
you
we
off.
got Wanda from the Hell Dimension. Wait, what?
Yeah, I was gonna say, Todd's like, yeah, we got Wanda back from the Hell Dimension.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Well found the monks. They weren't really nice. So we found a way to do this spell to get her out. Things got to get a bit crazy. Wanda's doing okay, but well, she's doing okay. And we are planning to move to Latveria. Sorry, Claire.
Okay. Oh, that was condensed.
Yes,
Is
but
Wanda okay?
Yeah, she's doing fine.
He's doing
yeah.
fine. Yes.
Can be.
She has a sister now.
What now?
That they seem to like. Yeah, Claire was probably gonna get to that point, but finding out that Max was the best dad included finding out that he has a second family, a wife he lied to. Is she his wife? And another kid. And she didn't know about the other two kids.
Oh,
Yes. He had a second family here. She was the one who kept him here.
She's pretty nice.
uh, that's a good thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, no, she actually is pretty understanding and accommodating. Just that when it happened, Pietro crashed through her door and started screaming at his father, and then not too long after that, Logan and Charles came and started asking what she thought were pointed questions. So she also put them in the bubble.
Mhm.
But yeah, when Claire, Magic, and me got here, she was pretty. She had cooled down by that point. We were able to just talk to her.
We'll continue to mind blast Scott and the others with
Yes.
a lot of
Yeah.
information.
Yes. We're gonna.
Conversations will continue for at least like 2 hours. It's still not recovered. They will inform you that
Drained all this man of all his focus.
the situation in New
You
York,
shattered now. You shattered.
the situation in New York has been handled, and the triad has been mostly kicked out. The expansive crime wave has like died down, but yeah, I guess everyone's like Latveria will be a nice change of pace. As well, listen, Daredevil appreciate at least one of the groups taken out. Fine.
Neat.
Because yeah, after a bit more discussing and 2 more days, plane would land as all like back up together at this mansion. As Tatiana, you haven't seen Eddie some time now.
Yes.
Russia, I presume you give him a hug.
She would. She would.
He'll say, "I can't believe I'm moving country for."
Listen. Think of all the great adventures we can have. I was.
We started out, you made me leave New York for Salem. Now US for here. Like the next step, base?
Listen. Maybe. And Look at how much fun you're having. Isn't it been a great time?
Yeah. Yeah.
There was a
Planted
there
to
was
the
some
side. Doesn't need to. Yeah.
what? Oh,
What?
what? What was that?
Um. The Yeah, we should speak with someone, Docker. Do you think Victor has some bit of time? I am having a bit of medical.
Okay, what medical condition is that? Are you okay? Are you hurt?
Um. Well, we caught a couple of guys sort of died. Venom
Okay.
ate,
Oh,
and it
okay.
kind of felt good. It's
Mhm.
concerning. Brought up with Scott. The other ones, yeah, everyone else doesn't know. So
Okay, okay. Well, yeah, we can talk to Victor, whatever. Yeah, of course.
yeah, I told you should like chill. Come on. No, we're not gonna talk about that. No, that's for
Uh,
later. Sorry.
we could. Oh, okay. We'll talk about it later. I'm happy to see you.
Also happy to see. Gonna,
He gives him a hug. Yeah.
just gonna give you a hug and a kiss. Scott is gonna meet you, Claire. Like,
Exhausted dead.
yeah, it's like, oh god, Claire. I hope you enjoyed your vacation because you're gonna pull double duty with you.
Don't worry, I'm sorry for leaving you alone. I hope it was not too bad.
I mean, between dealing with crime lords, cleaning up the streets, and doing exams, prep for exams. Yeah, no, it's also managing the emotional states of everyone else. That's
Listen, I think you deserve a. I think the vacation might be good for you. Just get some hug and a kiss.
yeah.
In fact, I think you should maybe off duty for now.
As Anna is gonna red nose. Anna's gonna give you a hug and a kiss, Cynthia, and she's like, "So, how is
I don't mean to be
Mystical?"
that guy. I don't mean that guy. The last time she kissed me, it did cause me to
Oh,
literally go
fuck.
unconscious.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck, that's true.
Remember, she doesn't have the condom. Unlike
I
unlike a
forgot.
certain other man. Then he chose the
I
most.
forgot. Sorry, yeah, no. Um, yeah, she is gonna give you a very careful hug.
Yeah, Cynthia will hug her back. Missed you.
I got mine blasted by chat. Shall name. Missed you too. How is Vampire Land?
It's all right. It's scenic. The city's nice. I haven't seen a vampire yet.
Maybe there's still time. Huh. Tell me all about it. I have had enough of thoughts debriefing.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We got a chance to give him one of our debriefings. By that I mean, well, we didn't let Claire handle the conversation.
Kind of laughs a bit with that. As yeah, you'll all gather as everyone is gonna. They're definitely gonna give Wanda a bit of a concerned glance as they're sort of gonna be very understanding and we'll talk a bit with her, sort of catch up. Um, They'll try to not overwhelm her, so everyone kind of goes patiently one at a time. Scott actively organizing a queue of questions.
It's okay, Scott. I'll
Bobby
help
skipping
you. He's
line like
released.
at least twice. Um, you will. Who here will want to give me a vigilance roll?
I would love to give you a vigilance.
There's only one of us.
Oh, we can.
Oh,
Well, who's curious? Who is eavesdropping on people?
Okay, yeah, that's. God damn it.
Who's here for the gossip?
I was unfortunately Cynthia's preoccupied right now.
I was curious.
Ah, look at that. There. We'll over here. Victor talking to Aurora. She's asking for like openings at hospital.
Claire's confused, but me, Mac, no. What has to know? Claire's confused. That's kind of maybe this. Maybe she could study doctor. I fucking know.
Kind of weird. Ah.
That's kind of weird. Listen, but everybody here looks at the camera. Damn, Stephen.
Listen, what can I say? I made him another charming asshole. Works a bit. Made him less of an asshole. Though, so
Don't worry, he's worse in the comic books.
holy fucking shit.
He's so
What the
much worse.
fuck?
Listen,
My Jack
listen, in character, Claire doesn't understand the ramifications, but out of character, really, Aurora, Stephen.
But yeah. As God, we're back to having this ginormous fucking cast. I'm like, we're scrolling through the NPC list. Ask me questions, people. Anyone you're interested in? Because there's a lot of fucking people.
It's mostly Claire's mostly work.
I am personally interested. How are Bobby and Jean doing?
Yeah, they seem to have gotten closer. Just gonna every now and then kind of either make fun of him or like give him a smack over the head where he like cracks a joke that may be a bit too far.
Is Damien also here? Did Damien come?
Yeah,
that
I
was
mean,
my
Yeah,
question.
He's
there we go.
kind of homeless, so Damien
Yeah.
is looking a bit more like on the edge of the.
Damien, come with us. You'll be a part of the friendship group. Come on.
Feel like this is like friends though.
Yeah, but you're also our friend.
Listen, we literally befriended people who were trying to kill us 2 months ago.
Magic will say, I literally stabbed this.
Damien, you're literally nothing.
Yeah, come on.
Get over here.
Yeah, he's gonna get closer. I see like she's gonna. I see like sits closer to like sort of less fucking hanging in the back, like I do at social gatherings, and one that will take a bit of notice of him, and it's like. Damien, you're like blinked a couple of times and we'll get up and like walk out of the room. Like, well, I guess I had worse reactions.
Listen, she does that sometimes. Just give her some time and space. It's gonna be all right. I'm gonna go check on her though.
Jack is also gonna get up. But if you like go, he'll kind of let you go in first. You see her like kind of walk out to the balcony area. As she's a bit anxious. You walk out, she'll say, Yana,
Yes.
something wrong with Dane.
Okay. What is it?
No, I my abilities evolved, I'm able to sense things a bit better. Damien, he's not a bad time to say this. I can sort of link with people's minds, but I talked to Professor about it, and it's very hard for me not to do. I at the very least try to not listen to thoughts. It's very hard though. But I just link my minds with it right now and feel human to me. Felt not human. Everything felt like I was linking up to Saad. One of Sir's clones.
God, that was a possibility. I hope we were wrong. I hope we were wrong. Yeah, we don't really know. We had Gene take a look at his brain. There was no kinks there, no cracks that we could see.
Seems better at this than I am, but ask the professor to look into his mind proper.
He seemed up for that at the very least. We don't really know what happened to him or what he's been through. And only with Anna talking about it every once in a while, we don't really have any fucking idea.
No, that's just kind of gesture for you to go back inside, as everyone is definitely looking concerned as the two of them will come back after a few minutes.
Hey, is everything all right?
Yeah. Need some fresh air. She kind of looks at Wanda. Presumably she was thinking that Wanda wanted to talk to Professor alone about this.
No, actually, can you
Oh.
do it? I feel kind of embarrassed to tell, yeah, but yeah, Professor, I have in fact been actively linking with people, and I'm trying not to do it. It's not really working. I may have also read people's mind, just
Well, I know we talked about it, but since the press is here, Damon, you up for that whole mind thing?
Right now.
Well, how crazy our lives get, no time like the present. At least before classes start.
Kind of looks at Charles, and Charles will also be a bit confused, but he'll say, I suppose. He'll say, I don't want to steal her time, but I guess Professor can just have a private corner and he's gonna sit somewhere. The Charles will roll up to him. Say, well, I guess, this you can all might stress him out if you stare. As Bobby immediately turns his back. I wasn't staring.
Yeah, no. Give you guys some space.
Yeah, you'll as Professor will kind of do his thing as Gene will force some sort of conversation to not seem like actually everyone is staring. It's not the most convincing thing. As Eddie sees you're a bit on edge, Tatiana, saying, Is everything okay?
Hope so. There's a bit worry going around, but I'm hoping this will just alleviate everything.
Nods.
Trying to be positive here.
As the professor is gonna, for a few minutes, about 5 or 10, move away from say well certainly a lot. Damien, are you certain you're fine? Eh, yeah, yeah, I'm fine. Can you tell me what you saw? Please come in the living room. Gesture. Trudeau, you can see that you've seen the professor's oh fuck face before.
Oh,
This is bad. This is really bad. As you will all hear in your head, Charles say, I need everyone to be at the ready. He takes this quite poorly. No time to explain. Just trust me.
All right.
absolutely.
Okay, well, so I can agree that yes,
As the Damien sort of like joins, Damien and Charles rejoin you in the living room, and Charles will say, Damien, how should I put this? Your memory has indeed been altered, although it's kind of looks at Jean. There's a reason why Jean wasn't able to deduce that. Jean has much less experience and less powerful than I am. And she has never studied non-human psyche. As Damien, the confusion on his face is starting to get replaced by concern. Charles will continue and say, the people that altered your mind, they conditioned you to, well, I would rather say they didn't. I'm not sure if they conditioned you or did this to yourself in an attempt to soothe the pain. Most of us don't remember first moments after we were born. Quite a traumatic experience for some of us, if we were able to remember them. I believe your mind also did something similar, taking images and visual input, audio input, and creating years of life that did in fact not exist. Were born in an underground facility, I could see, and grown into one of their flats. The only early memories that are not scientists and people I don't recognize. The other person I would recognize around there would Anna. Damien, something that Anna said a long time ago always bugged me after I've learned that you're alive. He said you were dead. And the misunderstanding didn't know that not exactly human. You're something else, something I've never encountered before, and your mind is quite the labyrinth to navigate. Damien says, just saying I'm some sort of alien? Charles kind of shakes his head. I don't think so. Maybe. But you to like stay calm. Remember, you are still you. That doesn't, nothing I'm telling you right now should change that. As the copium that was on his face is starting to die out. The sarcasm is drying up.
Yeah, seeing that Cynthia's actually going to kind of speak up. Listen, when Anna told me, Damien, about what she saw, I told her then. It didn't make a difference to me then. Still doesn't make a difference to me now. You're still our friend. You're still you. We can figure this out together.
A all the memory is fake. It's like what, a clone? Charles says, last clone I've encountered was still made follow human anatomy, although poorly. You are in a way, much more sophisticated. But you look like this because you choose to look like this. Yeah. Maybe it is subconscious thing, but try and take a deep breath. Focus. Start with your hand. Imagine it with scales on. Damien is like very like almost dismissively as like looks at his hands and like focuses for a bit, and you will see the skin start to ripple as it shifts to a much more scale-like version. Holy fuck! As like it's scared and the thing reverts back. You can just hear Eddie mumble in the back. You
No,
killed anyone?
I know.
You fucking dick. Like
I feel
talking to himself.
She realized that. She looked over him. Damien, Cynthia's right. No matter what, we were gonna be there for you. Scales or no scales, memory or no memory.
Listen, not don't remember everything exactly as it happened, but they're still your memories. And even if they're all fake, even if they're all bullshit, there's still tomorrow. The day after that, there's still the future. We can make new ones.
You're a person. You've experienced things. You've made connections. You have a personality.
Then are you gonna say something, or I could make someone else roll.
No, I was gonna just gonna nod basically what Claire and Cynthia says. It's like you still have a place here with us. A knife you can build on your own. Like I said, Claire said, new memories, new experiences.
Why don't you give me an ego roll, and I guess you'll get an edge because the other helping.
Twin didn't need that. We can still like out of fun.
Oh, we
See how
rolled that
high we can
roll.
get this. It's useless. Useless.
I think it's
Useless.
broken. I'll be honest. I think it's
Fucking
broken.
useless.
Look at this.
This
Okay. Just for my okay, Brad, roll that again, just for my curiosity.
Listen.
Roll
I
it again.
did.
Roll one more time.
Listen.
Anyway,
Okay. Oh my God! If it was a 2-3 times in a row, it would have just been fucking broken.
Okay. Listen now.
another-
Grunt, I don't think it's broken. I just think a reroll on a single D6 is dog shit. It's just like bad luck. A reroll on a single
funny as
D6
shit,
is
though,
not that
that
impressive.
every time it's like irrelevant.
It's only 6. Yeah, no. It's
My
because
God! Oh my God! Every fucking trait which gives you an edge is a fucking scam.
It's actually I got scammed. I
I
need to wait.
can't believe
Feel
this
free to get away with my
system is
situation. But when
so broken.
fucking-
It's funny.
fucking
Funny.
the thing is, I could have done the math because the thing is, it's not broken. I think it's just like if you do the mathematics, like a reroll on a single D6.
It is just the problem. It's like it's a single reroll on a single d6, which, yeah, if you have bad luck, yeah, this is not like outside of the realm of statistical
Yeah.
possibility. It's not like we're re-rolling the entire dice pool.
Again, there's a 50-50 shot that like you either get
Funny.
for level of 3, you either get like the same result, not a 3, or a worse
That's so
result, a
funny.
2 or a 1.
It's just
Think
so
about luck.
funny.
Yeah. No, I know. Mathematically, it makes complete sense. It's just like a single D6 reroll sucks. It fucking sucks, especially in a system like
Yeah, I'm
Especially
looking
in a
at all
system
those
like this.
numbers.
against 50-50 shot. You would be equal or worse with a 3. I think an edge makes more sense if you like roll dog shit. Like if you have a 2, then you have a higher chance of rolling a 3 or above. But yeah, no, we can leave to see. It's very funny. Continue to see.
Yeah, so as he'll calm down a bit. Nancy. Tell me.
Hey, we'll figure this out. And honestly, we're all a little bit weird here.
Hearing it in the back, kind of mumbling to himself. Asshole, I believe this.
She loves it though. It's fine.
Yeah, Cynthia's actually gonna like. She looks back at that. Looks back at Damien. Besides, doesn't sound like you're the only one who's gonna have to figure shit out.
Exactly.
Gonna nod. Yeah. No, it's time for that conversation, Tatiana.
Yes.
Gonna be like, so you've been gone for days, and I've had the pleasure. Fuck you, yeah. Actually, no, I changed my mind. Horror to experiment a bit with my new friend. I rectify that, asshole. Yeah, you heard me. I keep looking back to this side,
Okay.
Are you sure about this? About us?
What? You're backing out now, Eddie Brock? I didn't take you for a coward.
I'm not actually. I'm just.
I hear chicken noises. What was that?
Oh, you shut the fuck up. Turns again to his side. You know what? Fine. Listen. I guess you don't mind the third person in this fucking relationship.
I'm sorry, Gwen. What did you say? Cut you off there for me.
He said, I guess you don't mind the third person in this fucking relationship.
Look, it sounds like he also's pretty funny, and he gets the jokes, and he also keep you on your toes.
It's weird to me that you're so okay with this. I'm not jealous. Okay, shut the fuck up. I just think it's kind of weird.
Since the moment I've figured out that I have powers to nearly dying so many times, I think either I have to learn to be cool with rolling with the punches, or I could just, I don't know, live as a hermit in the hut, mumbling to myself in a corner.
Well, you know what? I guess you're rolling with the punches. Who am I to? Oh, this is. I need some. I'm gonna drink. I'm gonna. It's a bit of. Yeah, alcohol. Get fucked, asshole. As he like goes tries to find some alcohol.
Oh, you leaving? Is that was everything?
No, I'm coming back, but I need. Are you gonna do this sober?
Really sure what it is, but sure.
Hmm. Yeah, no, you're right. She is a bit dense. Just kind of like stop and turn around and says, yeah, no. Thing I do and see, it's like having a little fucking gremlin on my shoulder. Can also do and see.
Okay, two things. One, is Venom okay with this?
Has been mocking me for like 3 days now.
Okay. And two, I think I figured this out the first time you said we. So I think I had more time to be cool with this than anything else. I was actually going to build a PowerPoint about talking about this once I met you, and also try to like bribe you into coming to live with me with Latveria. So yeah. And I actually figured that out from the get-go. I just wanted to give you time while we were dealing with everything.
Okay. Whew. You know what? You're again. I should feel jealous at how okay you are with all this.
Listen, I told you. I'm the
Oh my god, you're
stupid,
smirking.
impulsive one.
I can see you're smirking.
It's not. Listen. I told you, I'm the impulsive, crazy, dumb one. You're the one who keeps us from making stupid choices, and Venom's probably the one who's gonna make fun of you all the time. I think this is a fine dynamic. We're gonna get through this together, with more jokes involved.
Oh, a lot of jokes.
So many.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go up to you and kiss you as well. Fade to black on that one. Time for the fucking polycule in the GCU. This counts as a polycule.
19 inches.
That's what we're calling it.
19 inches. Yeah.
Listen, Red, this is better than your weird fucking versions in the comics.
Listen,
Where like
I
Eddie Brock
don't know.
and Venom are having this weird like romantic relationship, which is like so weird. To
I
me.
didn't make the story. That's what they wrote. I don't know what to tell you.
Fucking weird. That's like this is like so weird, man. I don't know.
I don't know what to tell you. I didn't write the story. I'm telling you what happened. I'm reporting back to you.
Like when you inhabit the same bodies, it'll be a romance. It's so weird. I don't know. Plus, luckily, I don't do the Venom movie. Like fucking like it's a floating head next to you. That's just what Eddie sees, by the way. Eddie does just see like a floating head. They're talking him half the time.
Bad technique, buddy. I know how to please a woman. Unlike you.
problem. It's the problem with you, Eddie. You're all. I'm not actually gonna say the Maxwell bit. The fucking Metal Gear bit.
Yeah. Still, somehow this is less weird than the comics. See, Mac, this is why I'm a conservative. If I were a liberal, I would embrace the comics. I'm not.
I don't embrace the
There's
concept. I'm a
only so
liberal,
much
bruv. Shut up.
degeneracy I can tolerate in my
We are.
life.
We're not all like Americans. Come on now. I'm a
Like,
liberal. I don't support this.
But yeah, no. It will become very clear in the coming days that basically Damien's entire thing is that he is more or less he is not human and he's not a clone. It seems he was literally created in that lab, and a lot of the memories he has of his quote unquote early life are actually just like flashes and bits of images that he had while growing in the vat that he sort of interpreted as memories. Because he saw, Charles will probably explain this all to you. He saw the letters Eddie would send him. So he like internalized that and sort of filled in the gaps basically. He heard people mention other names, like your names, like around him. So he took those memories and sort of filled in the gaps. And he sort of artificially built a life for him in the past as a coping mechanism for his brain. Luckily, with only like 18 and above on the eco checks, he can in fact talk people down from the ledge every single time. So
Grunt putting it at fucking absurd every time. Eventually, you'll fail the 18.
look,
Even with absurd difficulty.
even
You'll
with
make
the
it
edge,
custom difficult.
even with the edge. Well, yeah, it's a worry I have. Yes.
as yeah, it seems Victor's theory is that they were trying to do what and they mostly succeeded to, to have Rogue be able to copy and adapt any superpower and have the same thing with Damien but on the physical side. So that was that's Victor's leading theory. And I'm gonna ask you if there's anything you would like to do before there's a bit of a time skip.
I think helping Victor with the research, because I know he's probably doing something for Cynthia and Anna, but see if they can do something
So
for
that's
Magic as well.
unfortunately we'll have to take a back burner because Victor is like in a
Yeah,
wheelchair and cannot even like.
Also, I'd like to point out that the Cynthia and if you're talking about the Power Enough for Fire, Cynthia's told fucking no one about that.
No, I'm not saying I'm saying like me Red is saying that. Like, oh, he's probably busy with other things, but I'm not sure if he has time to add that to his plate. That's me Red asking, not Tatiana.
I think she wanted to see magic reset, but yeah.
Yeah,
No.
so Victor will begin sort of working with Leia on building himself. He calls it an exoskeleton.
Gotcha.
Post the gifts. Post the gifts, gentlemen.
Yeah, but he'll be working on that, and that'll take most of his time. But what little time he has left, he'll sort of help you accommodate. He will sign you to the Latverian University, be introduced, and it will be a public thing that you have the X gene, and it's again, your powers are not like they're advertised or anything, but people will know that you do have that condition, and well, eventually there will be some weird glances, some people who are clearly more afraid, but overall, the first initial sort of responses are more curious than fearful, more inquisitive than judgmental. as new colleagues might bring up a couple of questions, and Jack is basically like a fucking bloodhound around Wanda, being quite aggressive towards anyone who he thinks oversteps even slightly, which at least she finds slightly amusing. But things would progress much smoother. Weirdly enough, Hafenstadt doesn't just have roaming gangs dealing with guns and drugs. Crime elements of the city do exist, but they seem smaller in scale and, weirdly enough, better in operations? Weird how that works. And, well, no vampires, at least now, for the time being. You will get accustomed to life here. You will be provided. You will actually get to sleep at the college dorms, like a lot of other students, as there is no need to hide now, and will actually get to experience college life. And weirdly enough, compared to US, lifestyle here is much more well, I wouldn't say I want to say civilized, but things like frat parties,
better.
they just don't exist. People can go out in town and hang out. People can drink. It's much more open with a lot of things that have been a bit more restrictive in the US. And, well, on that little time skip of several months, I'm gonna ask again, is there anything you would like to?
Yeah, Gro, I think this, now that we're in Latveria and presumably, I think at this point, Cynthia would, when she's alone one day with Anne, would tell her about Victor's the power enough fires that like those might be on the back burner for now because of everything else that happened. But yeah, she would tell her about that.
I don't want to get my hopes up. I'll be honest. It's been rough for me, but I think it's even more rough for you.
It's not been the easiest, yeah, but like I said, don't get your hopes up. Might not work, but even if it doesn't, we'll find a way. And don't tell Charles or Logan about it. Apparently, when Victor brought it to them the last time, they kind of were really against the idea of the power nullifiers at all.
Noted, but how long do you want to keep this hidden from?
Can be honest, until they're made.
She kind of chuckling. That's a horrible idea.
Yeah, probably is, but listen, if they don't work, I want it to be because they don't work. I don't want it to be because Charles got Victor to shut the project down.
No,
Because fuck, if they just don't work, we'll know. If the project gets shut down, we'll spend the rest of our lives wondering if it could have worked.
you're right. Thank you for sticking by with me for all of this.
So they will give her a smile, and of course, listen. If this doesn't work, we'll find another way, and if that doesn't work, we'll keep looking, and even if it turns out there isn't a way, I love you, Anne. I'm gonna stick with you for the long haul, hopefully.
Love you too. I wouldn't hope for someone else to.
Cynthia will just give her a hug.
Anything anyone else wants.
I'm good. I'm good, I think.
I don't think I'm. Else nothing particular.
As well, life is a bit easier when you don't have to rotate between patrol duty, school.
Enjoying vacation with Scott. Poor Scott needs a vacation. He needed this.
Yeah, I with Victor every now speaking up in conferences and all integrating well. At the very least for now, it seems the public is hasn't it's not like they're embracing the idea, but they're not hostile or not against it. They are tentatively curious. Months would pass without incident as the school year ends. You're all thinking about maybe summer plans. Claire, get a phone call. As
Ah, the Damocles sword.
you will be informed that your uncle's family has just passed away. Your uncle is in the hospital.